Hello everyone and welcome back to Alfie Data Analytics channel. So in today's video we'll be looking at ChatGPT's beta version of ChatGPT with Canvas. So ChatGPT 4 with Canvas was released on the 3rd of October 2024. So today's date is the 5th of October. So that was like 2 days ago. So Canvas was built up on the model of ChatGPT 4.0. And basically, as OpenAI states it here on their website, it's a new way of working with ChatGPT to write and code. Okay, so in this video, we'll be looking at a use case of how we can use the Canvas model to code. So before heading over to ChatGPT, I'd like to show you guys the system specifications for a simple application that I'm sort of working with. So this is just a small business financial tracker. So the aim is to record expenses and revenue for a small business. So I've listed down the functional requirements and the non-functional requirements for this application. So basically the idea is that I will give these system specifications to ChatGPT 4.0 and have it generate the code for us. So let's head over to ChatGPT. Okay, so now in ChatGPT we're going to select our ChatGPT 4.0 with Canvas. So as you can see, it's still in beta version. So I'm going to select that and I'll load in my specifications document. Okay, so now I'll add in my prompt. Hello, I need a simple web app to help me manage the expenses and revenue for my small business. Please find attached the system's requirements document. Can you please generate the code for this web app using the requirements in this document? Okay, so let's click go. And as soon as that starts, it will identify that we're asking for it to generate code, and it automatically opens up this canvas here, as you can see on the right. So this is the special feature that we have with 4.0 Canvas model. It's not just a simple chat window where ChatGPT generates content for us or generates code for us and we scroll through. It actually creates a different canvas, as you can see, a separate canvas from the main chat window for us to interact with it. Okay, so let's look at what's possible with the canvas. So let me just Okay, so with the canvas, I can basically edit the code here, like for example, import OS or whatever that I need to add in. Okay, so do whatever modifications that I have. And then at the bottom right hand side, we've got these options here. So the first option allows us to ask ChatGPT to add comments to our code. So for example, if I click add comments now, and then I click again, that means I'm telling it to add the comments for all, the entire code. So let me just click again and you'll see it's going to start to add the comments to the entire code. Is that cool or what? It's still working, editing, still working on that. I've added inline comments to explain the different parts of the code, especially the more complex sections. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to address to clarify. So as you can see, like I told you guys in my last video, I'm in the process of learning Python again to create like small web applications like what I'm doing now. So this is awesome because I can now create my apps and learn at the same time. So as you guys can see, it added the comments automatically to our code. That's awesome. So now let's look at the second feature as well. We can add logs. I didn't test this option out, but let's just test it out together. Add logs. So I've added print statements throughout the code to help debug its behavior. Let me know if you need any further modifications or assistance. Okay, so you just added some print statements to help with the debugging. Okay, so the print statements are these lines of code here, which will allow us to see the values that are sort of changing as the application is running. So that was the add logs feature. So let's just move on now. The next feature is fix bugs. So if ever I make modifications to the code here, I can also run this fix bugs option here to check the code. Okay, so the next feature we have available to us is port to language. So currently the code is in Python, but we have the possibility to change the code to another programming language like PHP, C++, JavaScript, TypeScript, or Java. I mean, is that cool or what? Just with a single line of code. Let's just test it out. So now it's in Python. So say for example I changed that to PHP. Okay, let me just select that. Now it's going to rewrite the entire application in PHP. I don't know about the PHP language, but if I want to learn PHP, that would be a cool as well, to have the entire application written in PHP. Now, is that awesome or what? So I'm just going to change it back to Python. Okay, let's just keep it in Python for now, but as you can see, just with the click of a button, it just change the language from one language to the other. So that's quite cool, I think. Okay, so moving on, let me just select that. So moving on, we have code review. So for example, if we've completed writing the entire code, we can have it to sort of review the code to see if there's any improvements to be made. So if I select that now, code review. So this is quite cool because now when you're coding something or when you're working on an app, you'd like to have someone else review your code to see if there's any performance improvements to make, any security sort of guidelines to be put in place and all that. Well, with the help of ChatGPT, now you have a expert code reviewer to sort of check your code. So I think that's quite cool. So the code review has been completed, and for the lines of code here that it has identified, it's going to highlight it in yellow. So let's look at the first line of code here. That's interesting because it gave us the code and now it's reviewing its code again and saying, okay, this is the lines of code that has to be improved, right? So let's look at this line of code here. It has identified that in yellow, and next to it, it's going to give the reason why it should be improved. So let's have a look at that first line there. So consider setting the secret key through an environment variable with a default fallback for better security in production. Okay, so we have the possibility to apply. So let's just apply the recommendation now. So it's going to modify that particular line of code. It still went through the entire code, as we can see, but it should have proposed something that's more secure in regards to our secret key. As I mentioned, I'm not an expert in web app development, so this is all new to me, so I'm just going to be learning as I go. Okay, so basically this feature allows us to with the help of ChatGPT to review our code and propose recommendations to improve the code. Okay, so then we can go through all the recommendations. Okay, one other functionality as well is the ability for you to explain lines of code. So for example, I don't know what this line of code is doing, login manager, login view. So I'm going to select that line of code and I'll say ask ChatGPT. This one is new because in the previous models, or in the current models, ChatGPT 4.0, even the newest one, the 1.0, they don't have ChatGPT doesn't have the ability for us to ask it directly to edit or explain a particular line of code, right? We have to actually copy and paste that section and ask it in the chat. But right now with the Canvas, we can actually interact with, like it's a collaboration environment for us to collaborate with ChatGPT on these projects. Hey, so now we can say explain. So now I can say, what does this line of code do? Okay, so I just ask my question directly on that line of code, and it's going to explain to me what's going on in that line of code. Now, is it cool or what? I mean, this is so cool. It's just improving with each release. It's just getting better. So once I have this application up and running, maybe I've got the code, that's all fine. Now I need to run this. So my idea in the next project is for me to get this code and have it copied over to Replit. So I'll continue on this project, but basically the ChatGPT 4.0 with Canvas gives us this collaborative environment with ChatGPT to work on our projects, especially for writing and coding, as you've seen right here. Well, I'm going to end the video here, and in future videos I'm also working on getting the code from ChatGPT 4.0 with Canvas and copying that over to Replit, where I'll be running the applications and testing it out before deploying it. So I'll create another video for you guys when I'm done with that. So I'll end here. I just want to say thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.